All right. Okay, well, I guess we'll just start recording. First and foremost for Jesse for riding along. There's a lot of technical difficulties today, but that's technology for you.
Yeah, we get through it.
Yeah, we ride it together and we just let it happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're recording. It's ready. Jesse, Cruz. Oh, can I call you that, or do you want me to call you your alias for this?
Call me anything. You can call me Jesse. It's my name.
Bogey.
Yeah, just not that one. That's a lie.
That's a no. Well, I am half blind, so to me, you look. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Jesse Cruz, aka Cruzie. Man, thank you for being here. And today we're recording. It's March 4th, 2025.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Thank you.
Honored to be here. Yeah, shout out to Gerard for putting me on to IU Sushi because I never knew this place existed.
It's definitely a good spot. Shout out to Mina of IU Sushi. Always very accommodating, just great and amazing. Family-owned business. You know, we gotta support our family-owned business spots, and it's always a good time here. And
grab some more of this.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna do a new format. We're actually gonna be eating while we're talking. What a coincidence! Wow. No, you know what more organically than just eating, having a good time. And Jesse, what did you say earlier about when you have good food in front of you?
Oh yeah, it's just difficult to be mad. Like it's almost impossible.
Yeah, you know, when you have a happy stomach, things are just good. So, and I'm grateful he actually accepted to do this. So, just a little heads up, I took a little break, and I don't know if you guys have been seeing the podcast. It's been a little bit deserted for a bit because around this time, it's March 4th right now, 2025, there was a little flu or coughing going around. So thank you for your patience, and I'll be sure to post this by the time. So I know I'm notorious for posting things a little bit late. Okay, a lot late, but for Jesse, we'll be sure that we'll release this by the time your album is coming out. So thank you again, man.
No rush. Like, hey, man, I know what it's like. Actually, this album has been like a whole 2-year process to make. So.
Oh, hey, you can't rush art, right?
Yeah, you can't rush art, man. So
yeah. Thank you. Well, speaking of, so a little background. Jesse is actually one of the kids that I don't want to say kids. I'm not a kid anymore, but I've known this guy since I taught faith formation at church. So it's just amazing. A lot of youth that I've seen grow up, you know, there's a lot of amazing talent in Mare Mesa. So yeah. I'm glad that you're a part of that scene. I guess what kind of got you into the whole music scene?
Well, you want like what got me into music, or are you like wondering like what got me into like getting serious about like music to make it?
I guess we can go back. Yeah, what piqued your interest with music, I guess, in general first?
Honestly, shout out Miss Ferguson from Erickson Elementary School back in kindergarten. I remember, you know, you only get that class maybe once every 2 or 3 months or so. You know, it's just a rotation. Like, hey, it's time for music class. And then we get out of our classroom, and then we're there for like maybe a couple hours. And she sat us down, and I was in kindergarten, and I didn't know about music class or anything. So you know, they said, hey, get up and we're going to go to music class. I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, let's go.
Something different. Yeah.
And then she sat down, and then she was like describing Stevie Wonder. She was like, so like when you hear music, some people actually like see in color, you know, and like some people like feel it in a different way than just hearing it. And I was like, you know, curious as a kid. I was like, how's that possible? You know, like I thought you can just listen to music and that's it. And then she was like, this is my favorite song. She played Sir Duke. Yeah.
Duke Ellington tribute, yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite one, bro. And I think from there, I just fell in love with music instantly.
Yeah. What a good way, especially a gateway. Who better than Stevie Wonder? So shout out to Miss Ferguson for putting him on, you know, with these kids.
Seriously.
That's kind of amazing, especially you talk about, you know, seeing music in color. So what I love about especially the music that you bring out to the table, you know, bring to the table, it's very eclectic. you know, I love how you have music that is like, you know, the feel good island vibes to you even drop some bars in some of your songs, bro.
Got to.
So I guess what's your who are your inspirations? Like, where do you see your music? Like, I guess sonically, who do you who inspires you?
Oh man, I listen to a lot of music. I listen to everything from classical to country to hip hop to R&B. You know, island music, reggae, reggaeton. I listen to everything, man. And but I think my biggest influences. Growing up, I listened to like, you know, obviously island reggae because we were just always around it. R&B because we were just always around it. And then I think it was maybe around high school, I started listening to like Isaiah Rashad, and then like I found out who the Blues Scholars were, like from Seattle.
Shout out Geo and Sabzi.
Yeah, Geologic, yeah. And like, dude, yeah, I think when I heard them and like doing hip hop, like I was like, oh, I don't have to just do, you know, listen to island music and R&B, you know. And like I think that's when I started like opening up to like, you know, J Dilla, New Jabez, you know, and like like everything else, and like even like all underground hip hop, right? And yeah, I think I'm excited for this album because I don't think I've never made anything like this before. So
really, yeah. I think I saw a preview. Yeah, you know, I know. What was your most recent single? It was Bigger Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, was that your first, like, where you actually dropped some bars, or?
I wouldn't call them bars. They're pretty subtle, man. Like
they were legit, though, man. I gotta admit, I loved it. And
thanks.
I think, was that kind of the precursor to the direction of where your album's going? I mean, yeah, spoilers.
I would say so. Like, so, yeah, if you guys have been following me from the beginning, I started doing reggae, right? Yeah. Just because, you know, it's... All the people I knew was doing reggae. Orion was in a reggae band, right?
And, shout out to Orion.
And yeah, and that's like, you know, the main person I did music with all the way through high school. So, you know, it was pretty natural for me to get into reggae. And then, but I felt like, you know, I love reggae as much as I love it. It didn't feel like it was me, right?
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
And I kept like, you know, going into like my phases of music. I started making R&B, you know, like monkey see, monkey do. I look up to Orion, so I mean, yeah, don't tell him I said that though.
Hey, bromance in the making. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But yeah, he made an R&B song, and I was like, I'm gonna make an R&B song too, you know, like. So I made an R&B song, and then, you know, as I kept following like, you know, the lead of like my friends and colleagues in the industry, like eventually it was just like, man, like I love hip hop so much and I listen to it more than anything else, like why don't I try to like rap or, you know, or sing this particular style, you know. And yeah, again, I'm excited for this album because
I think yeah, that's where I saw the precursor. I think one of your most recent posts, you were dropping like some lines, and it was like fire, bro. So I'm excited for it. I love it because how can I explain your voice? It's very smooth. Like it's not overpowering. It's like I could ride with this, like, you know, just from your beginnings, like you said, how you were doing reggae. I think you did it, you know, really well. And then you jumping into like I guess if I can say the 90s R&B vibes. And then there's a term. I'm brain farting right now, but you know, when it's R&B but hip hop at the same time, I could see the transition. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, thank you.
Speaking of, yeah, shout out to Orion. We've done a podcast together too. So, you know, that's why like I love doing this. It's very eye-opening to see how much talent, how much creativity, and just the scene in San Diego, Mira Mesa in particular. It's, you know, shout out to our hometown.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fruits like being grown, and yeah. I guess what
blossoming, and yeah, they become beautiful, and they're actually bountiful with like sweetness and goodness.
Yeah, man. So, you know what I love about too, if you can give a background of just what your album is about. I know we talked about it earlier, but just, you know, there's always a beauty when you hear someone going through adversity. So if you can like expound on that a little bit more.
Yeah, so this is kind of just about a journey, right? Because I lost a sense of purpose. Long story short, and now I'm finally up again, and I'm feeling the love between the lines. Like, yeah, you could say I love you to a friend, right? And like in that moment, like, hey, they know they love you, and it's necessary. You need to tell your friends and your family that you love them.
Yeah, it's good to hear it.
Yeah, exactly. But between that, right? Between the moments where you say I love you, and then they don't see you for a year, or maybe just months, or even a couple of days, and then you see each other again. Maybe you don't even say I love you again, right? And you just peace out, bro. Have a good day. Bye, babe. And I'll see you next time. And then say you don't say I love you. That feeling that you still have, the fact that you don't need to say it. Like, I haven't felt that feeling in a long time. And this album's kind of like the overarching vision of the album is just that, like everything in between, the love of my life, between my family, between my friends, between my passion, between the things that are just going on every day, all the noise, the background noise included,
Just coping with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad to consistently say I love you, and there are times where we just trust and it's there, but there are times where, yeah, if it fades away for a bit, or if it's not said,
mm-hmm.
sometimes it's a battle. Like, you have to remind yourself. So I'm glad that you go through the emotions and the thought process of I'm just going through that.
Yeah, we got to.
Yeah, so I'm happy to hear now. I know you said currently you're feeling at the happiest, and
yeah,
and just having the creative juices, and we look forward to the album. When is the album coming out?
April 3rd.
April 3rd. Nice. Be sure to listen. Spotify.
Yeah, by the time they see this video, we're already gonna have the party.
Oh yeah, I know.
This party.
I should do that. Yeah, you mentioned you've jammed with Orion. I think it's great that you surround yourself with people who can influence your music, especially people who are also in that creative space. Besides Orion, who else have you worked with in the scene in San Diego?
Worked with Dylan, Patrick. Worked with Z Did It. Other creatives as well. Ira, if you need some graphics designs, spot on.
Oh yeah, your album covers are pretty legit, man.
Yeah, they're all by him. Well, most of them. I'm not gonna say all, but yeah, there's a bunch of creatives just in San Diego, and I feel like, we're just slept on out here. I feel like.
Really?
Yeah.
I think compared to other areas in the country.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just my biased opinion, obviously.
I don't blame you, no, and hopefully this this will be one of the outlets to help promote. And, this is why we do Operation Fulfill, the podcast, to promote folks who fulfill what they love to do, and you're definitely one of them. And I'm glad that I caught you. It's kind of cool. We reconnected. So
Outside of Canes, right?
Huh?
Outside of Canes?
Yes, yeah. So I knew Jesse was around, and I still stick around Mira Mesa because I like to be the kuya / uncle in the community. Unfortunately, I'm pretty old.
Nah.
Jesse, yeah.
Bogey.
Thank you. Oh, and let's take a moment of silence to just embrace that. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I reconnected with Jesse. He just came back, and if I can say it on here, thank you for your service. I appreciate it. He served in the military and the army, and I think
didn't do much, man.
No, just you being present and serving our country. So thank you for that. It was good to see you come back and see that he was still in Mira Mesa, and then not too long ago, I was just coming out from eating at Raising Cane's, and then I see this guy. He's like, "Hey, Kuya." I was like, "Hey, what's up, bro?" And I think that's when I knew who Jesse as Jesse, but I didn't know him as Cruzie. So I was happy that you put me on your music, and I made sure to listen. I was gonna say one of my favorite songs is HMU hit me up with Orion, and also just recently, Bigger Now.
Yeah.
Oh, Function.
Yeah.
You dropping the Tagalog.
Oh, you like that?
That was, you got to represent, right?
Yeah, of course.
Do you speak it naturally, or?
Honestly, I can fully understand, but yeah, naintindihan ko. Pero obviously,
I'll be sure to put subtitles.
Yeah. Very, very little. I can probably get by if I was out there. Like, people would know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they can pick it up.
Yeah.
I think that's my vibe too. I just no more Taglish. Like I'll say, oh, ikaw ay handsome. Ikaw ay pogi. No, I liked how you also represent. I think there's a sense of pride that we need to put out there. Like, it's funny. I was talking with Vince, the DJ that you met. I said, so how does it feel like, being one of the best Filipino DJs out there? He said, that's nice to know, but it's good to say, that we're Filipino, but how more awesome would it be when they say, oh yeah, Cruzie, that's one of the best R&B musicians out there, or best musicians, instead of, oh, those are one of the best Filipino musicians. Like, just crossing out the, just making it general. And I'm glad that, you're continuing to push into that and push into your dreams of your music. So
yeah, we got to break the mold. Like not naming any names, but I had an uncle. I was just like, yeah, I want to do music. At a family party, and just like, why? And it's just like you're not. He's like, you're not gonna succeed in that. Like, it's too saturated. You're not black. Like,
really?
Yeah, I was like, bro, like, how, and like, I took that as like a compliment though, like, because I'm just a person that loves a challenge, right?
Yes.
I love proving people wrong in the best way possible, right?
I don't want you to break the barrier.
I don't want you to feel bad for me proving you wrong, but I also do want to prove you wrong. And I love my uncle, and he loves me. I get it. He's just concerned for my future.
Just looking out, yeah.
But yeah, and like, I was like, man, I'm gonna become the best like R&B rapper, singer, like there is. I'm just gonna be the most versatile. I'm gonna try to be the most versatile person that I can be, and like just flourish anywhere I can go.
It's true. Because you're right. I'm glad you mentioned that, because especially when it comes to the music industry or just art in general, especially with our first generation, if you will, or our prior generation, sometimes it's like, yeah, where's the job security in that?
Yeah. And I get where he comes from.
Yeah, they're just looking out. So you gotta love them for that. But you're right. If you consistently do things, if you just put your heart into it, and if you just take the jump, which I think you're doing, we'll never know where it'll go unless if you actually jump into it. And I think just knowing that you do it purely for the music, I think that's something that is a great push. So
appreciate it. Yeah, and yeah, like I told you earlier, like I don't think fame and money doesn't mean anything. I do music just because I like making music. I think maybe earlier in my career, like my professional music career, I think the motivation was kind of corrupt. I was just like trying to make a one hit single, like a one hit banger, and
just try to get the
views and the but then like what came with that is that like eventually I was just like trying to make that one banger, and then I realized that I actually really like making music. I really like writing poetry and singing it out loud, and I think that's when like my professional like music career started. Because I could say 2018 is when I made my first published song.
Okay, so even before pandemic, yeah.
Yeah, so that was like my first published song in 2018, and then I was just trying to make a one hit banger, because why not? And like fame would be cool. I could leave the army, and like.
Also, it was during the service.
Yeah, it was what I made Be Okay, and. Yeah, I made Be Okay, and then after that I made an Island EP, and then after that, I was like, man, like, how come I'm not hitting like 200,000 views? How do I market this better? And then like, that's when I was like, why am I trying so hard to market this? Like, let me just make music because I actually just love to make it.
Yeah.
And since then, like, my marketing is very minimalist. Like, I'll market like I have a release party going on, or hey, I'm dropping on this date, but never like actively trying to seek.
You're just doing it purely for yourself.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you say that. And it's amazing because I think that's what holds us back if we try to do things for views or for listens, or just for the gram, right? Absolutely. I guess you're a social. But if you let go of that and you just continue pushing out, I was gonna say your library of music and streaming is actually pretty, like maybe 2 or 3 LPs already.
Think so?
Yeah, no, and I just love seeing the progress. I listened to it randomly, so I didn't know that was kind of a chronological order from like the island vibes to like R&B and hip hop now. But it's just amazing to see the growth, and I could see that like you let go of the vain part of it, right? The vanity, but you're like, I'm doing this because I love doing it, and you can see it. So. And just seeing that transfer over to your up, if we can put it on here, what's the upcoming album, by the way? What's the title going to be?
Luv Between.
Luv Between. Oh shoot!
Yeah,
I love it, man.
Yeah, thank you.
That makes sense, especially with the journey.
And that's why I was so happy to come out, because like just like you, like I really see like why you do this. It's not, we don't do it for the views, we do it for the sense of community.
Yes. It's all about community connection, and it's been an eye-opener too. Like, I'm thankful. I'm looking forward to saying I got to interview Cruzie before he blew up, but well, he's already blown up. What am I saying?
Yeah.
He's done a lot already.
I don't want to blow up.
I will make it happen. No, but it's amazing because we do have a connection. We've already had a connection, from the Faith Formation days, and to seeing you grow now. This is why I love doing it too, because just seeing brothers and sisters in my community who I've known and new connections too, like continuing to love what they do and just being a fanboy and saying, hey, I got you. I'm right behind you, and I can't wait to see where you move forward, where you lead us to. And thanks for that.
Yeah, always excited for the future.
Oh yeah, man.
Man, I can't get over these barbecue ribs. They're so good.
Oh yeah, a little break.
They're so good.
Again, if I forget to mention it more, Ayu Sushi and Noodles. We're here in Carmel Valley.
Y'all need to go. Yeah, y'all need to go right now.
Yeah.
Grab your wallets, grab your bags, get some barbecue, get some Doki Doki sushi. Bulgogi fries are crispy and fresh. And then what are these shrimp? What were these shrimp things?
Oh, rock shrimp.
Rock shrimp? Ah, dude, that was the first to go.
I know, yeah, it's already gone. Well, we saw a few pieces left when we recorded, but that's how good it is.
Yeah.
All this is good, and thank you to Mina, and the staff.
Oh yeah,
you guys are amazing.
So dope. Yeah, everyone's been so cool.
And thanks to them, I kind of came in here like on a random. We were about to record somewhere else. I'm like, hey, you want to grab food? Let's do this. Let's do this on the random. So, for those that don't know, when I do this format, there's really no planning. I just, hey, you want to meet up, hang out, let's grab a bite. I'm like, why don't we just do all that at the same time?
Yeah.
So Jesse, thank you for rolling with the punches.
Yeah. Nah, I can't. I told you, I'm already here, and I initially came here to just kick it with you. So the cameras and the interview was just like extra,
Yeah, it's just
Yeah. Really, they're just kicking it with us.
Yeah, that's true. And that's what one of the folks say, and hopefully I'll post them soon. They like, it's just like homies hanging out, after school.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
But now we're. Oh, I know the wasabi. Yeah. Speaking of, let's go ahead and try. I haven't tried the sushi yet.
Oh man, yeah.
This is the one that you ordered, the Doki Doki.
The Doki Doki, yeah.
What's in it?
crab, tempura shrimp, avocado, and I think it's spicy tuna on top.
Nice. I'm sorry, Mina, I kind of demolished the beauty of this.
Yeah, it's kind of stuck on the bottom because of the rice condensation. You just gotta wiggle it off.
We were actually so in the beginning I said we had some technical difficulties. So the food's been here for a while, but we wanted to save it to make sure you guys see the amazing food spread that we have. Bro, as a side gig, we can do foodie adventures. Okay, well, speaking of your library of music, I already asked you this, but I joked with him because when I talked to Orion on our podcast, I told my favorite song is Bloom, which is like one of his least favorite. And I said, oh, I'll put that as my top 3. So what's your least favorite song? And I'll be sure.
My least favorite song.
They're all good, by the way, but I guess what gets you tired? Because I know when you listen to too much of your craft, it can be...
Well, I write all of my stuff like notes to self. So like, whenever I rehear one of my own songs, like I know that I'm just speaking to my future self, which is, me in the present from back then, right? And like, I think the one I'm tired of hearing the most is She Got.
She Got.
Yeah.
if you can tell us why, or like what's the origin of that?
Man, I mean, like the story of the song is not that bad. Like is during a time where I was seeing a girl over in North Carolina, but like it wasn't even that part that I don't like about it. It's just that like I think the production is just really bad because I produced it.
No, hey, some of your music. I gotta re-listen to that, but I bet it still hits.
Nah, I don't think so. Y'all don't need to listen to it.
Is that the one with the booty shorts? No.
Oh yeah, that one too. That's like my second least favorite.
That'll be my number 1. I play that for my wife.
It's more like a parody song, like it was just like for fun.
Yeah. I love that. It's sometimes we can't be too serious. We just gotta have fun with it.
Yeah. But I I remember my friend in the barracks room was like, You're gonna put this one out too? I was like, yeah, why not?
Oh, you're already playing the music for them before it got released?
He was like, I don't know. I was like, you can tell me if it's not good, bro. He's like, no, it sounds good, but like,
it's a summer anthem, bro.
Yeah, it's like cheese, So
I love it, man.
Yeah.
I know your album is gonna basically be your most current baby, right? The album, but is it gonna be an LP, by the way?
What do you mean?
Or like EP, LP?
Oh, it's gonna be an album. Yeah, it's 7 songs.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
The summer anthem. Be sure to check out April 3rd. Luv Between. If you heard it first here, I'm glad. If you heard it after everything else, then I'm still glad you're watching this. Of all the songs that you have out right now, I guess so I think
You want to hear it? I'll play it for you.
Oh shoot, yeah. Should we put it on? Oh, where is that speaker that I had?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys. I'm gonna show him this song, but you guys are gonna have to wait till April 3rd.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I'll be sure after then, once it all comes out. You heard it first.
Actually, yeah. I mean, because this is gonna go out by the time like the album release party you said too. So
okay,
I guess you can just play it. I'll send you the the MP3 file so you can like when you're editing.
Oh yeah,
you just play it that way. They're not listening to it off of a speaker.
Good call. Hey, he knows about audio dubbing. I'm glad that I'm with Cruzie because he knows how the whole video audio editing is, and I don't know if this is charged. Oh. Why is everything technically? I charged this the night before. A few moments later. This is why I'm uncle status.
I got you.
Oh, there it is. Okay, let's go ahead and do Bluetooth mode. So the song we're about to listen to, it's an upcoming song.
Yeah.
And it's a song that you'd say defines you.
Yeah, I think this is basically what the album. It's the album song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called Luv Between.
Oh, let's make sure it's connected to my Bluetooth. But there you go.
Yeah, this one's also with Lou Salem.
Oh, okay, the
Yeah.
producer.
Yeah, he made the beat, and then Dill produced the whole album.
Oh, okay. So he kind of like oversaw the.
Yeah, he oversaw the whole production of the whole album.
I love it.
Give me love when it's your turn. I promise to give you a shout out to Lou for never giving her. He told me things. Now we just blowing up my phone. So shawty could pick it up, I'm in my zone. Conquering jealousy, I am Patron. We are on sides and I do it alone. Then I thank God that I'm never alone. If I got you, then our battles on one. Feeling your scars and your love is a turn. Manifest energy, feelings on one. Compatibility, infinite agency, vibes are immaculate. Feel the affinity, stronger the bond. Power is limitless, love is infinity, infinity. Finally feeling the love between, it's so confident. Doing you wrong, I never. Someday I won't wake up from sleep, so I'll forgive and receive while giving it my all to make this time masterpiece. Peace, so come get it. I'll give my love. If you ain't with it, you'll learn what's really tough. So come get it. I'll give all my love. If you ain't with it, you'll learn what's really tough. Finally feeling the love between all our usual things. Wish I could be yours forever. Pockets are lit, 360 tense. I'm broken and rich, feeling the love, lot of feeling. Finally feeling the love between all our usual things. Wish I could be yours forever. Pockets are lit, 360 tense. I'm broken and rich, feeling the love, lot of feeling.
I was looking for love while holding the hate. I was failing relations, I couldn't relate. I narrated my feelings, it turned me irate. I kept landing on thin ice and I wouldn't skate. Couldn't escape without shaking the room. Take a leap in the faith without breaking the broom. Every lie I believed I was making them true. I was caught in a cycle of faking the news. I was playing love games, new rules. Every new player so I wouldn't lose. Ended up losing myself. Damn, needed intervention, no second opinions. I needed to do it myself. Digging the roots, cut out the weeds, get my head out of the trees. Work on what's broken and find me some peace. Can't let no one care more about it than me.
Finally feeling the love between
Yeah, you guys
all
saw
our usual things.
Yeah, that was
Wish
wild.
I could be yours forever. Pockets are lit, 360 tense. I'm broken and rich, feeling the love, lot of feeling. Finally feeling the love between all our usual things. Wish I could be yours forever. Pockets are lit, 360 tense. I'm broken and rich, feeling the love, lot of feeling.
Just goes to traffic show.
Bro, I love it.
Thank you.
Kind of talks about the summary of what you were saying about your album.
Yeah.
Finally feeling the love.
So playing on Ellen John over here.
How was it? Oh, can you feel it? I got it. Oh. You heard the deep steps. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
We're. Oh, thank you. Wow. I was all talking to the camera. I was like, oh, Mina's right. Shout out to Mina. I'll probably post that while we're recording.
Really the best.
Thank you again. Bro, I'm honored. That was the first listen.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not me, but
I mean, you know, my family and my girlfriend get to hear it every single other day. So,
I was gonna say, what's your girlfriend's favorite song? I guess
that one's actually her favorite one.
right now. I was gonna say, I love it because you can, just knowing your musicality, and just the vibes that you usually put out, you can tell this one has a lot more heart. Like, there's always heart that's been put into your songs, but this one, like, with the high and the just saying, hey, take my love as it is. If you don't, then you're gonna realize it's gonna be tough.
Yes, sir. And it's funny because my girlfriend actually thought this was a love song for your significant other,
Oh.
right? And then it's actually about my relationship with God.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Wish I could be young forever. Pockets of lint, representing that I have nothing to give him except pockets of lint. you know, and my love.
Wow.
And 360 tints is actually representing, like, you know, if you drive with 360 tints, it's hard for someone to see inside of you, right? Inside your car. And when you ride around like that, you get to be more self-aware and self-conscious of, you know, your relationship with, you know, the Father. And
I love that. Wow.
yeah, and then you don't have to worry about everything else and other light trying to shine inside in your car, you know.
Because you're focusing on what counts.
On the light, yeah, on your light and your relationship to that.
Oh man,
Yeah.
bro. Oh, speaking of Lent's coming up, dang.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you brought that up, man. So unashamedly, you know, I am a person of faith,
Same.
and it's a beautiful to hear. A lot of the interviews I've done, they've always talked about God in some way or form, and I'm glad that you brought that up.
Yeah.
Amen, man. I mean, shoot, we began with saying, I knew this guy since Faith Formation. Wow. And I didn't even know about this song, and then you're talking about your relationship with God.
Yeah.
You know, on that level, because I know you said it was 5 years that you've gone through this journey of just tough times or just trying to see where things can go next. How has that relationship blossomed or like helped you throughout?
And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, there was a couple of times where, you know, like, I stopped believing, and I feel like you have to go through that.
Yeah.
You have to go through that.
Yes.
And if you don't, like, you know, it's gonna happen eventually, where you're going to question it. But if you don't do, or if you do that and you go through that, then your relationship with God is only gonna flourish and deepen.
It'll just make you appreciate it more.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a tough couple 5 years, but yeah, I beat myself up for not going to church a lot, you know. But then I realized probably like a year and a half ago that, you know, like, this is God. Like, the whole world is God's church. If you want it, anywhere is church. At home can be church, you know. And it's church is a place where you can pray to God, right? So I took that and yeah, I kind of deepened my relationship with Him just more personally rather than communally. If that makes sense.
It's good to have that interior personal relationship too, you know, for sure.
Yeah, and then, you know, I always pray with my mom too.
Awesome.
I always pray when we eat. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm not like a bad Christian, but I'm not the greatest. Okay.
We're all practicing.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I'm practicing myself. I'm glad you brought that up. Personally too, being a person of faith. You know, there are those times, you know, where you're like, where are you? Like, why is this happening? Like, if it was always consistently always good, you wouldn't appreciate it more.
Exactly.
Well, we'll take a see. Even a kid knows.
Wow.
He's like, it's true. You're right. I think the beauty of it, we go through these trials and tribulations because God, I think, ultimately knows that we can get back up, and we're like, I see you now. Like you said, like having 360 tints, it blocks out all the distractions that kind of, you know, keep on kicking us down. But if you realize, if you focus on your faith and your love for God, you do feel the happiest you can. I love that you've been always yearning for. As long as you can embrace that, I'm glad that you put that in your album. I think that's what the world is tending to forget, that we need a personal relationship with God. Yeah, communally, it's nice to have. It's great to have a community, you know, in faith, and I was glad that, you know, we're still connected in that manner.
Exactly.
But how more beautiful it is when you also see it interiorly, or interior. Is that a term?
Internally.
Internally.
Yeah.
I keep on making up these words. I need to do a blooper reel after all these interviews.
You could write a whole dictionary. Yeah.
The Gerardisms. My wife always has to correct me. It's terrible. Internal is also just as important, because what are you going to bring to the table? Like, when you meet in community, if you don't have it to yourself when you're by yourself. So thank you for that. Thank you for wow, man. that will be the anthem of 2025, I hope, for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, man, we just had a lot of good stuff. Jesse, I love you, brother, and thank you for being, letting me reconnect with you and just seeing you grow and fulfilling what you love to do. That's Operation Fulfill.
Love you too, man.
Yeah. Any closing thoughts? Anything you'd like to add, with this platform?
I think you said it all, man. God is good, and community, self-love. We need all of it. All love from all aspects and everything in between.
Wow, that's a good pitch for an album, man. Yeah, love in between. Love between.
Yeah.
Not love in between. It can be. I don't know.
Love between. Yeah.
I keep on calling him Jesse because that's how I know him. But when you guys go on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, look for Cruzie, and his album coming out, Luv Between. And can we talk about what we talked about earlier? I'm looking forward to the other part of the project that you're doing.
Oh, yeah, I'm compiling some short videos. Yeah, I told him earlier, I'll tell you guys. So I'm compiling the short videos for each song, just each little section of each song. And then all those little short videos are gonna be like a little mini movie, just overarching the theme of the album. So yeah, it's in the works right now.
Nice. It'll get a.
Hopefully it'll be out by the time the album releases.
It'll get a Grammy too, and the movie part will be an Oscar, which happened last night.
Imagine, that'd be crazy. I'm just doing this all up on my iPhone and my little my drone.
Hey.
Yeah, because the drone has a gimbal, so I've just been like using it as like a gimbal.
Dude, and the quality of just devices nowadays.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, dude, and on your phone too, just the cinematic mode on your phone, it's actually pretty clean, And then you just put that on Premiere, put a filter on it, call it a day. Yeah.
This is why I appreciate Cruzie. I'll call him that before we close, so you guys can remember his artist name. He knows how to use audio and video. Well, bro, thank you again. I'll be sure to get this out soon. It was a pleasure to just vibe with you and eat good food.
Heck yeah.
And stay tuned. Hopefully we get Mina soon too. But for the time being, I usually don't do foodie videos because, I'm not as good as like all the other foodies. Stay tuned for the foodies too that will be on this. I'm just telling my plans for 2025.
Let's go.
It's a good year, man.
Yeah, it's a good year.
This is the first interview of 2025, by the way. Cruzie, and then hopefully we get Mina, and we get some of the other folks. There's just a lot coming in 2025, and thank you for vibing with me, even though I've been coughing left and right. But
no, that's all good.
Yeah, here's some more. Here's, I guess this is Gerard of Gerard Loves Life, and Cruzie, Jesse Cruz, and we are on the Operation Fulfill podcast. Fulfill what you love to do. Fulfill what he loves, in this case, God. And we have liftoff. Oh, sure.